Now, newsman Dennis Daly presents his unique look at current events in another of his wide-ranging daily video blogs.
Hi, and thanks again, everybody, and welcome to the Newsroom, where I have my part-time job, my 4 hours across lunch every day. The first thing I do when I come in is to look at the news that's already been gathered before I go to the wire services, and also check what audio we have, and then think in my mind how to put together some newscasts. The heart of the operation in the newsroom is this control board. We also have a computer where we can call up wire copy. That's a device to record audio files. We keep CNN going all the time. And here's an interesting machine. It stores digital audio files. It's where the sounders are played and the inserts, such as the one you'll hear. All right, let's try to do a newscast. Hello again, everybody. I'm Dennis Daly, News Talk 920 KPSI, and here's what's making news. In Riverside, guilty pleas are expected today from a 23-year-old woman who killed a motorcyclist on the Riverside Freeway while driving drunk at 100 miles an hour and taking pictures of her feet. Monique Johnson of Riverside, accused of killing a 25-year-old back on December 16. Prosecutors say it was drunken and reckless driving. America is remembering Hall of Fame slugger Ralph Kiner, who belted 369 homers during a major league career with the Pirates, Cubs, and Indians. Let's start over. Good morning, everybody. I'm Dennis Daly, News Talk 920 KPSI, and here's what's making news. In Riverside, guilty pleas are expected today from a 23-year-old woman who killed a motorcyclist on the Riverside Freeway while driving drunk at 100 miles an hour and taking pictures of her feet. Monique Johnson of Riverside, accused of killing the 25-year-old on December 16. The world is remembering... Good morning again, everybody. I'm Dennis Daly, News Talk 920 KPSI, and here's what's making news. In Riverside, guilty pleas are expected today from a 23-year-old woman who killed a motorcyclist on the Riverside Freeway while driving drunk at 100 miles an hour and taking pictures of her feet. Monique Johnson of Riverside, accused of killing the 25-year-old back on December 16. The sports world is remembering slugger Ralph Kiner. He belted 369 home runs during a major league career with the Pirates, the Cubs, and the Indians. He died yesterday at his home in Rancho Mirage. Michael Collins remembers.
He hit 51 home runs in 1947 and 54 in 1949. During his career, he belted a home run every 14.1 times he stepped to the plate, the sixth best ratio of all time. Later, he became a broadcaster calling New York Mets games for 52 seasons. A spokesman for the Baseball Hall of Fame says he was as comfortable hanging out in Palm Springs with his friend Bob Hope as he was hitting in front of Hank Greenberg at Forbes Field. Ralph Kiner was 91. I'm Michael Collins.
The man who started the first gay bar in Palm Springs nearly a quarter of a century ago is getting a star on the city's Walk of Stars. Dick Haskamp bought a bar called the Street Bar named Desire, shortened it to Street Bar. On this coming weekend, tomorrow, he'll get the 362nd star on the Walk of Stars at 2 o'clock. Average price of a gallon of self-serve regular gasoline up 1.1 cents overnight. The average price in the county now $3.62. A 28-year-old man has been released from a hospital in Palm Springs after suffering injuries inflicted in a hit-and-run collision. Chad Martin of Indio was hit while riding his bike on Country Club Drive in Bermuda Dunes. The alleged hit-and-run driver was finally tracked down and arrested. Authorities say she is 20 years old from Indio. The weather forecast slowly moving upward after a high today of 69. Tomorrow could be 74, and now they're saying by Monday, get this, 82 degrees here in the valley. That could be the warmest day, though, of the next 10 days. At last check, the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 135 points. I'm Dennis Daly for News Talk 920 KPSI. Push the stop button there. Then I check it. Good morning again, everybody. I'm Dennis Daly, News Talk 920. Remember that? It's as if it happened just a couple of minutes ago. I'm Dennis Daly for News Talk 920 KPSI. So I check to make sure this is going to KPSI, and then I save it, and I tell the computer, send it over there. So that's 1 out of 3. Yes, you see, we just did the KPSI newscast. It's 2.5 minutes. Then I'll do the KPTR newscast. It runs 2 minutes. Then I'll do the KWXY news, which runs 1.5 minutes. Now, the interesting thing is the KPSI and the KPTR run simultaneously, and the KWXY runs about 10 minutes later. Now, it has some world news in it. The other two don't, because KPSI is an ABC affiliate, and KPTR gets NBC News. So, each one's a different length, each one has a different deadline. I hope that clears things up. I'm Dennis Daly from the Newsroom with your daily news update.